Hi guys, and welcome to Undiscovered Music Australia, and a big hello to you guys. I am now here with Mr. Aleksa and Miss Shannen from the Melbourne production of Spring Awakening. Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Can you guys introduce what your characters and a bit of their storyline without giving too much away?
Ladies
It's
first.
hard to not give. Okay. So about my character. Okay. So my character's Wendla. She's 14 years old, so very young, and she's just kind of trying to find out about the world and about different things that her parents aren't telling her, like how babies are made, stuff like that. And she's suppressed like all the kids are by the environment because it's really religious environment, so they can't really get the answers to anything that they want. And she like all the characters, she goes through a transition from childhood to adulthood.
Yeah.
I can't really say much without giving it away.
We have to come see the show, guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
And I play Melchoir. Melchior's the bad boy of society. He's not a bad. Okay, that's not a very good way to word it. He's a cool guy. He's the only one in society who doesn't go to church. He has a lot of his own opinions. He reads a lot, and he's very advanced for his age. I mean, he has all these. He can describe his feelings, describe his thoughts, while all the other kids are confused about what's going on in their lives. But because of Melchior's upbringing and the way that he handles himself by reading a lot, he's a lot more knowledgeable, if that's a word, don't know whether that's a word, about society. So he's a radical, he's a cool guy.
So he's a bit of a rebel. So.
He's a bit of a rebel, yeah.
Cool.
He's the only one in society in his town who doesn't go to church because he doesn't believe in any of it. And he's just, he's the cool guy, rebel, radical, whatever you want to call it.
That's cool. How much of this production is inspired by the original, like costumes or dance sequences?
I think you can. Okay. I think it's when we're not trying to go the exact same as the original.
Oh, so you're putting your own spin on it?
We are putting our own spin on it. I mean, the era, the costumes, that's all basically the same. But I mean, the staging and some of the concepts are a bit different, but it's not straying too far from the original. I mean, most of the ideas and concepts are still there.
But when we go into Song World, we change into like a more kind of modern feel.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
it breaks from the old time.
Yeah. Speaking of songs, what's your favourite song to perform in the production?
I like Mama Who Bore Me Reprise to perform,
Oh, that's cool.
but to watch, I love Bitch of Living.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I love it.
For me, I'm going to go the morbid approach, and I love performing Left Behind because I feel that the emotion behind that song, because it's at a funeral, I find it really nice. I mean, that sounds really weird, I love death. I just think it's such a beautiful song to perform because the emotion behind it is just, everybody can relate to it, that feeling, and I just think it's a beautiful song, so that's my favourite to perform.
Now, speaking of rehearsals, are there any funny moments? Because you guys are currently in rehearsals. Like anyone, doing something that make you snigger on stage.
Oh, always.
Always. It's a funny moment because we have the adults in the show, and we didn't have them present at rehearsals for a while, and we'd have people fill in saying their lines, and I mean it's really funny them trying to put on the voices of the characters. And I mean, our director, if he watches this,
Here we are with tea.
Yeah, he sounds hilarious when he's trying to be the girl. I mean, that always makes us snigger, laugh. But everyone's, playing jokes all the time. It's what happens. Yeah, when you're in a tight-knit group for that long, I mean, it's a small cast. You all get to know each other really well. So
it's cool.
Jokes all the time.
Yeah. Physically demanding of the roles. Like, did you have to jump around, or is it physically tiring?
I think it's more emotional.
Yeah. I think
so it's not...
At the end of because I mean, there's not that many dance sequences, and even the dance sequences, there's maybe one or two which are physically demanding, but you feel after the show, I don't know whether you can agree with me, at the end of the run of a show, of Spring Awakening, you just feel emotionally drained because it's...
You put so much into it.
Exactly, and this might sound cliche, but it's really an emotional roller coaster because, I mean, you... really happy one moment and then somebody dies or something bad happens, and it's just really emotionally draining. And I mean, I don't know whether you agree, but it's really emotionally draining more than physically draining.
You guys have obviously worked very hard to get here. How did you get to this point? Was there have you done anything in the past drama-wise? Have you performed before, or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I have never done any theatre work professionally. I mean, I've been on a Disney Channel series for the past 4 years, but that's television, and I mean, it's completely different to theatre. And so for me, this is my first, you know, proper theatre work. But apart from that, just training for theatre for the past couple of years, and, you know, just hoping that, you know, one day you'll get a good job, such as Spring Awakening. But
yeah, I'm practically the same. Like, I've done amateur like pantomimes and stuff like that. But yeah, nothing professional.
Was this your debut now?
Yeah,
Rip it up.
Now, any advice would you give to teens trying to break into the industry? Like, what would you tell little kids that want to get into the industry of theatre?
I think the one thing that I still feel completely, and I don't know how, you know, the people that have made it did it, but not to give up. I mean, there's so many times where you'll just go, oh my God, all these people are better than me, I'm never going to make it. If you just keep trying really hard and just never giving up and really believing in yourself. I mean, everybody says that, believe in yourself. But if you have those moments where you think, I can't do it, everyone's so much better than me, just ignore it. Just keep believing in yourself and just keep pushing to get there. Eventually, I think you will get there. I mean,
who is your biggest inspiration, both artistic and personal? Is it your mum? Is it Lindsay Lohan?
Oh, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
I think for me, because he's a male, well, not that that has anything to do with it. Hugh Jackman is a huge inspiration for me. The way that he juggles, you know, his roles in movies, Wolverine to playing Peter Allen in Boy from Oz, complete opposites, and yet he still remains so humble and a family man. He's my biggest inspiration. Yeah. But generally in life inspiration, my sister is my inspiration, and that's. She
I
was.
hope your sister's watching.
Yeah. Awkward if she is. She pushed me to keep doing music theatre. There were so many times where I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, this is crap. But she kept pushing me and she kept telling me to go to these auditions, which I'm really thankful for. And the way that she handles herself and the way that she lives her life is a really big inspiration to me. So if you're watching this, let's never talk about it ever again.
And then Shannen?
I guess just my whole family, same thing, just like pushing me to keep doing what I love doing and not give up when, you know, you don't get the parts you want or, you know.
Last question, guys. How do you think you have personally grown from being in Spring Awakening?
That's a very good question. I guess you don't learn how to handle the emotions, but I mean, going through scenes, really sad scenes, like I'm bringing up the funeral scene again, you just sort of learn that there's always people that feel the same as you, so you can always confide in somebody else. I mean, previously, I know some people thought, you know, there's nobody there for me. But I mean, after this experience, you just know that other people are feeling the same as you, so you know that people are there for you, and it's just, people are feeling the same as you, so you don't have to just, you know, live in the shadow, thinking nobody knows what it's like. That's how I feel, at least.
How have you grown?
I think, for me, I've a bit gotten more confident in just performing, but I think that's from doing the show, but as well as just being with all the people and you know.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you, man. No, but because everyone wants to do the same thing here, so
you help each other grow.
Yeah, exactly.
Understand.
Exactly.
That's really cute.
That is cute. Well, thank you guys for talking with us today. It's been such a pleasure. Congratulations on your roles. It's going to be a great show. Spring Awakening is playing at the National Theatre in St Kilda from the 27th of Jan to the 5th of Feb. Tickets are available online at tickettech.com.au. Go see it. It's going to be a great show. Thanks, guys.
Thank you
very much.
Bye.
Bye.